Hey, Chuck Diaz back here. I hope you're going to forgive any mistakes we make, because this is my first time back. You know, we're also filming this thing, and it's just there's going to be some mistakes made. But you know what? I was talking about American mindset, all right? And people that used to come here, they used to change their names. The Italians that came here, the people from Poland, the people from Czech. I mean, my God, they wanted to be Americans so bad they changed their names. Now all we hear is about, well, you got to bring your heritage with you. You got to have American, Mexican heritage. You got to have this heritage and that heritage. No, this is America. Now, when I mentioned earlier about I call myself an American of Mexican descent, I wanted to play something. This is an interview between Raven Simone and Oprah on her show. It's going to start out with Raven Simone saying, "I'm an American." Listen to the rest of the thing.
I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up your Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now. Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I mean, I don't know where my roots go to. Mm-hmm. I don't know how far back they go. I can't go on, I don't know how far back, and I don't know what country in Africa I'm from. But I do know that my roots are in Louisiana.
Amen.
I'm an American. And that's a colorless person. Because we're all people. I have lots of things running through my veins.
I mean, you're going to get a lot of flack for saying you're not African American. You know that, right?
I don't label myself.
Okay. So I want you to say what you really mean by that.
What I really mean by that is I'm an American. That's what I really mean. I have darker skin. I have a nice, interesting braid of hair. I connect with Caucasian. I connect with Asian. I connect with Black. I connect with Indian. I connect with each culture.
You are a melting pot in one body.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Isn't that what America's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's what it's supposed to be. I personally feel that way.
Now, did you hear Oprah saying, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be? You know what? She put herself out. All right? Here you have this girl, Raven Simone. I've never heard of her. I was going to look her up to find out what she's done and all that stuff to be on the Oprah show, but I decided not to. But because she's the first one that I've actually heard say something that I've been talking about for over 20 years. Okay? SUA News and Speak Up America have been around since 1992. I started out with a little flyer. It turned into a newspaper. Now it's a website, radio show. It was a radio show back in 1992, back in KTUC or whatever it was, and a TV show for 4 shows. And why is it so difficult for people to call themselves Americans in America? Okay, why is Oprah saying that this girl is going to get a lot of flack on the internet because she said she's not an African American, she's an American? That's what's wrong with the black community. All they've got to do is embrace America. But the race hustlers don't want them to do that, because the race hustlers will lose the money that they're making off the backs of the people that they think that they try to tell us that they're trying to help. They're not trying to help anybody. They're trying to help themselves. And that's it. End of story. I'm glad that this girl said that on Oprah's show. I'm kind of not shocked, but shocked about what Oprah's response. What? You call yourself? Oh my God! You're going to get a lot of flack for that. And then finally, isn't that what America's supposed to be? And she goes, yeah, well, that's what it's supposed to be. Like it's not. The only reason it's not, Oprah, is because you don't want to get into the melting pot. You want to egg separate yourself out on the other side of the room and just point your finger at us. To heck with you, okay? All right, let's continue here. I hope you really enjoyed that part. But let me see. From then, what happened? I've had a lot of careers, okay? I got out of the Air Force and I started working at Air Research as a machine shop loader. I didn't have a degree, okay? So I had to start at the bottom of the barrel. But I was lucky. Cliff Garrett, the owner of Air Research, it was a plant of about 4,000 people, and his policy was to never, ever hire from a positions above. He would promote and hire at positions below. So in the next few years, I became a scheduler, an expediter, coordinator, lead coordinator, then finally production control supervisor, and there you go. You know, from there I went into the bar business, and then back into my real field, which is manufacturing systems, and I became in charge of helicopter production in 1966 at Hughes Tool Company. At Hughes Tool Company, I was the general manager of fabrication control. I was responsible for shipping the helicopters. That means I had to run a production control system for the machine shop, the sheet metal shop, and the assembly areas. One of the people that reported to me was the plant manager. The plant manager was the guy who kept the steam going, the heat going, the air conditioning going, the electricals going, the lights going. I just knocked the thing away. Anyway, and he keeps the plant running, all right? And so I learned back then, I said, okay, now this guy keeps the plant running. I sat there and talked to him for about an hour. He was like 50-some years old. I was 29. And told me about his family and all that kind of stuff like that. After about a half hour, I shook his hand. I said, thank you very much, Joe or Ralph, whatever his name was. And I said, I hope I never see you again. And he looked at me like, what? I said, I hope I never see you again. Because if I see you again, it means something's wrong. And you got to keep everything running right, so I don't want to see you again, right? And he understood that. And then later on, I started thinking about mayors of cities. What do you want them to do? What should a mayor do? Should a mayor be traveling to Mexico City and Guaymas and Hermosillo and all that kind of stuff like that? Or shouldn't he be like that plant manager? Shouldn't he keep the plumbing going, which is the sewer system? Shouldn't he make sure that the electrical grid is going fine? Shouldn't he make sure that the telephone systems or whatever are going? Should he make sure that the police department are doing their job, the fire department are doing their job? Or should they do something like what New York City did? Let me find this one. First of all, this is going to blow you away. De Blasio got elected to be the mayor of New York City. Listen to this introduction.
And now, please welcome New York City Comptroller Scott M. Stringer with his wife, Elise Buxbaum.
Shades of Rome. I'll bet you our mayor feels bad.
From New York City Public Advocate Letitia James with her aunt, Ms. Goldie Finney, and nephews and niece, Isaiah, Ronald, and Layla.
This is a joke.
Please welcome the 109th Mayor of the City of New York, Bill de Blasio, with his wife, Elaine McCray, daughter, Kiara, and son, Dante.
I can't take any more of that, all right? I mean, when I can't believe I watched it because I had to watch it to record it, and that was back in the last election or whatever. But I mean, my God, you think that Caesar just got back to Rome? I mean, and that's what liberals are all about. They love the pomp and circumstance. They love to be able to say, oh, hold on, I've got some more things that Mr. de Blasio wants to say to us. But let's get back to what we think mayors should be doing. You know, should mayors be doing like what was that guy before, this guy that wanted to eliminate the 32-ounce, what was his name? Bloomberg, okay? Bloomberg decided he was going to tell people what to eat, what to drink. Now, he's the mayor. He's the mayor. He's supposed to keep the city running. He's supposed to make sure that the lights are on, that the sewage works, that the fire department's doing their job, police department doing that. He's not supposed to tell us what to eat, all right? He's not supposed to tell us what to drink. Is that why we elect our mayor? Excuse me. And by the way, if you want to call in, you can call in at 790-2040 after, well, it's almost there now. I'm not going to get to the Constitution. Okay, we're going to take another little break here, and this one will be this one. Hi, I'm Chuck Diaz, editor and talk show host for Speak Up America. I'm here to talk to you about global warming and climate change. Did you know that if there were no people on Earth, no cars, or no trucks, there would still be global warming and climate change? You see, even with no people on Earth, the sun would still heat and cool the Earth. When the sun heats the Earth, more natural CO2 is released, naturally. So it works like this. The sun heats the Earth releases more CO2, and the CO2 level goes up. Humans have nothing to do with it. Look up in the sky and understand that without that orange ball, we would all die. So here's a message to all our green scientists and politicians. It's the sun, stupid.